Morning everybody, welcome to another edition of Webby Sports Roundup. Guess where we are? We're down in my old manor, down by the plough in La Pinta. Where are we, Simon?
Pinta Playa,
La Pinta Playa, my son, Porto Colon. Now listen, you all know, my car's back, just, shut up. And I got my new phone, and therefore I can press this button, then we go straight over to that number 3 of mine, that Gooner. And we've got other Gooners in here today, so if you've not subscribed, subscribe for free, hit that like button, as we say, don't we, Samuel? And hit the notification button. All right, we're going to be talking very quickly about the Premiership. Kicks off this weekend. Friday night it's going to be Man United, Old Trafford, taking on the big boys of Fulham. And then Saturday, the Gooners are playing. Simon's going to be talking about that. So right, I'll tell you what we'll do. Without further ado, let's get him on. But he's moaning and groaning. Here we go. Let's see if we can do it, Si. Boom! There we go.
Morning everyone, how's it going? Hope everyone's well. Lovely day down here, down at Porto Colon, with the man himself, the governor, Mayor of Callio, Mr. Webb. Premier League starts Saturday, absolutely buzzing, can't wait for it. I know it starts Friday night, but we give that game a wide berth, and we'll have a look at the Arsenal Wolves game. That'd be a good game. Poor Jason in the horseshoes. I feel really, really sorry for him, because we are going to tank him.
Would you never feel sorry for Jason?
Okay, I don't feel sorry for Jason, I feel sorry for Julie.
He still owes me that birthday drink from 2 weeks ago, and I haven't told him yet.
Let's feel sorry for Julie and talk about, well, Liverpool, they'll be good this season, won't they? You know, they're trying to buy players now, but players are blanking them. I don't know why. Zubimendi, they put a 51 million offer in for him. They turned it down. He turned it down, not the club, he turned it down. And Arsenal's still trying to buy this Mikel Merino. I don't know about him, he's 28. I don't know if he fits Arteta's regime, what he wants, but hey-oh, you've got to believe in the process.
Can I switch while we're talking about transfers and what? I bet it's Solanke, Bournemouth to Tottenham.
Yeah.
65 million, but obviously there was a buyout clause to only the top 4 clubs. What are you laughing for? But that's what it is.
So that's crazy.
They're paying 55 million plus add-ons, aren't they?
Crazy money. I feel for Spurs fans because, look, if you're taking a club's star player, star asset, whatever you want to call him, right, you have to pay the money. And that's the price, and they've paid it. But you've got to remember, he's had one good season in 10. He flopped at Chelsea, flopped at Liverpool. I know he was young.
He scored, yes, I know.
He has scored, am I right in saying 93 goals in 10 years?
But he's top goal scorer for Bournemouth.
93 goals in 10 years, and then one season he scores 19 goals.
Okay.
And you rate him at 65 million.
I never.
Good old Ange.
Good old Ange.
Good old Ange.
So, tell Foggy, because my number 99, he's a big Tottenham fan.
Me and him have already spoke about it.
Have you?
He's not happy.
Oh, Foggy's not happy?
No, he's very unsure about him. But like everyone said, you've got to give him one season.
Yeah.
But that one season might cost Ange's job.
Yeah, gotcha.
Because you've got Richarlison, you paid 61 million for Richarlison and 65 million for Solanke.
Yeah.
So which one starts and which one goes?
Can they play both together? Or not?
Nah, they're two same, aren't they?
Yeah, they do.
They're on the last shoulder. They like being on the shoulder of the last defender and turning them and running in on goal. Or the ball over the top.
Let's just change the subject very, very quick. I've checked the betting this morning. Now, there's a reason for this betting I'm checking. Now, Man City are 6-4 favourites. Obviously, they're the champions at the moment. Arsenal, your boys, are 15-8. Then you're going down to Liverpool, 7-1. That's got to be a good little bet. Then you're talking Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United, 25 and 28 respectively.
25 bar?
Yeah, 25 bar. But, now listen, we know yesterday or 2 days ago, the Financial Fair Play League of Man City, they were going to be in front of
a so-called board
in November, but they brought it forward.
Yeah.
Why have they brought it forward, do you think?
Well, I think a lot of clubs in the league are moaning how Everton got dealt with so quickly, how Forest got dealt with quickly,
lost a few
Wigan,
points.
Birmingham, Reading, they all got dealt with quickly and got punished there and then, on the spot, no messing around. City have dragged this on for, was it 9 years? 9 years or 9 years plus it's been dragged on for?
But I remember when I was back to England in May and I was listening to TalkSport and I was in Bristol just going for the suspension bridge, funny enough, and I was listening to Jordan and they were saying, he said out of those 115 charges, only 20 are real ones because they kept adding on. that one is gone to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So there's probably 20 charges only. But what we were saying in the car on the way up, how can Chelsea have a player on a 9-year contract?
2.
You were telling me he got 2.
2. Mudryk signed a 9, so he's now got 8 left.
Yeah.
But they've just extended Cole Palmer's. Cole Palmer signed a 7-year deal.
Yeah.
They've just extended it to 9 years till 2033.
Can you stop banging the table, please?
Nicholas Jackson, he's got a 7-year. They've just today.
Yeah.
They're talking to him about extending his to 9 years
Yeah,
till
gotcha.
2033.
Unbelievable.
How can they keep doing it? They've just bought Pedro. No, the league said no more 7-year contracts, 5-year maximum.
Yeah.
They've just signed that over 54 million on a 7-year deal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
how
they
does
have,
that
yeah.
work? How does that work then?
Well, the thing is, he was injured at Wolves quite a lot, but when he played, he was good.
He's very good, but he's very injury prone.
But they want
It's
a big
another
squad.
big risk.
Yeah.
A big squad. What, 7 keepers?
Yeah.
You having a laugh?
Is that what they got?
7 goalkeepers. Stop it, mate. Stop it.
Well, perhaps they got 7 keepers because their back four's crap.
Have you seen their new team bus?
You got what?
It's
No.
like a quadruple decker.
Is that what it
Their
is?
team bus is a quadruple decker, mate.
Oh dear.
On my life.
Well, listen, I've just checked the relegation odds as well. Leicester City 4 to 9.
Yeah, points deduction.
Yeah,
Another one.
yeah, of course. Ipswich 10 to 11. Southampton are 27 to 20. And then you got Forest, Everton, Wolves, Brighton, Fulham, Bournemouth, and they're all single figures. 8 in between 6 and 9 to 1 and what have you. Yeah, Brentford.
Single?
They're single. They're about 7 or 8 to 1. They're all single figures. Now listen, what about the top goal scorer? Now there's only one really, isn't there? Haaland of Man City. He's 8 to 11. Then you got Salah. Okay. Do you know what he is? 12 to 1. Watkins and Isaac are 16s and 16s.
Abbott's 25s.
Well, I only did the
33s?
top. I just did the top 4 because it's not worth looking anywhere else, is it?
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Why not?
You know what I mean? Well, Haaland, listen, as long as he's fit.
Who's the top goal scorers last year?
Was it Haaland in Haaland?
No, who was the top goal scoring team last year?
Awesome.
Why do you keep going back to your team?
Because they are the best.
Yeah, but you're second favourites. How can you be? Listen, you might be favourites if anything happens to Man City
All right.
very, very soon.
All right. I'll tell you a quick story that me and Dino, the black cab driver, Millwall Dino, had yesterday. Right?
Okay.
So he's gone to me talking about the court case being brought forward.
Yeah.
And he said, "What do you want out of it?" I said, "I just want to whatever happened to Forest, Everton,
Yeah.
and whatever to the same job to City."
Yeah.
It's all right then. If City get relegated and not allowed to play in the league this year, and you win the title, he said,
Yeah.
"There's always going to be a question mark against that
Yeah.
championship." I said, "What? Because it's City." I said, "I remember City was in the 3rd division, mate.
They were a few years
Back in the day.
Yeah, they were. Yeah,
And we were winning the league, and that weren't by default, right?"
Yeah.
I don't know what I expect. I wouldn't want City to get stripped of the titles they've won
No.
and given to Arsenal, Man United, and Liverpool.
No,
I
no,
don't
sure.
want that.
No.
Because then you've won it by default.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
City got relegated down to their own financial misfortunes, and we won a league this year, there shouldn't be a question mark.
Is it because they got great lawyers and they can?
Well, that's why they're dragging it out. That's
Yeah.
the reason they're dragging it out.
Well, listen, I've got a special guest coming on. We're going to come back to you in a couple of minutes' time.
Go on, mate.
I've got a very good pal of mine from Newmarket. His son is a big Gooner called Samuel. He's in his 20s. The trouble is with him, you see, he's tall, good-looking, and handsome, and that's the problem. And he's got hair, and I haven't got any hair, and he's laughing. And I said, he's a top fella. So we're going to bring him on, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions. Let's get ready. Let's get him on. Here he is. Look at that.
Yeah, there we are.
There you
There we
go.
are.
Can all the girls come out to play now? Sam, how are you, big man?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you, all right?
Fantastic. It's nice to see your dad.
Yeah.
Now we're keeping your dad quiet. Your mum's round the pool, but you've come over for a jolly, haven't you?
Yeah, just come over 10 days, come
Yeah.
on the 10th, go home on the 20th, so yeah, 10 days over.
Have
Be
you?
nice.
Was it your dad that told you to be a Gooner, or did you be a Gooner yourself?
Bit of both really. He took me to a few games. First game I went to was Highbury
Yeah.
a while ago, so it was against West Brom, I think.
Highbury?
Can't remember. Yeah, I went to Highbury once, and obviously from then I just...
How old? Excuse me. How old? He went to Highbury first. How old was he then?
When we beat West Brom 3-1, I can't remember what year it was though.
So what do you know? 20,
25 now,
25.
yeah.
So that's 17 years ago. Yeah, it must be. If you were about 8 then,
A while ago,
fantastic.
yeah.
And you
Great
won
day.
3-1.
Yeah, and then obviously since then just been going, been getting the shirts as you can see, and like last year went
yeah.
to quite a few games, probably the most I've been to. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really good though. I'm enjoying it, obviously enjoy it, and better now that we're playing well and competing.
What's your situation on the Man City in the Fair Play League? Are you on the same postage stamp as Simon?
Well, obviously they haven't done it right, have they? What they've done, they've spent a lot of money. But what I would say is that I'd rather beat them, well, what they're at now, sort of thing. I'd rather keep them in the league. If they get a points deduction, they can have a points deduction, but I'd rather beat them fairly, do you know what I mean? I don't want to see them dropping down loads of leagues, losing all their players.
Well, the thing is, it'd be a big problem if that happened, wouldn't it? You know,
Yeah.
because when you look at the salaries that these players are on, which I'm going to ask you the question in a minute. Let's get onto that now. I checked it. The top 5 salaries in the Premiership. Do you know who they are? Right.
What, players?
Yeah.
De Bruyne.
De Bruyne.
Is he
He's
top?
number one.
Number one, yeah.
2. What is he? He's on 20 million a year.
20 mil.
Number 2.
Haaland.
Yeah. Good boy, well done. 19.5 million a year. Then the third one,
Salah.
he's 4.
Four.
He's on 18.2. But there's a Man United player that came from Real Madrid, midfielder in his 30s now.
Oh, Casemiro.
Casemiro, he's on 18.2 as well.
He's probably going to go Saudi, isn't he, I think.
You would think so.
I think so.
But the 5th one, which you probably would think after a bit, plays for Chelsea, England on the wing.
Sterling.
Yeah.
Sterling.
Well done. Yeah, Sterling. 16.9 million.
Jesus.
Now, is that stupid money?
That is now, because he won't play this season, I don't think.
He won't, will
now
he?
They've got Pedro Neto in, they've got, well, Mudryk, he probably won't play either.
Yeah.
They've got so many players now. That Madueke, he's been linked with Newcastle.
Yeah,
They've
that's
got to
right.
get rid of players now. They've got that many players in, especially Sterling. If he's on that kind of money, they want to get rid of him. But the way Bowley's running it, I don't know. I saw a stat the other day, or a fact sort of thing. I think since Bowley's come in, he's spent more money himself than 10 Prem clubs have in their history.
Oh my God.
So he spent more money than Everton have in their history, and he's been there 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Crazy money that he's spending. He's just throwing it away. And have they gained anything from it? Not yet.
And this 9-year contract, I just find that incredible,
Crazy,
don't you?
yeah.
You know what I mean? As Simon said, there's 2 players on 9-year contracts there.
On that note as well, West Ham done it with Wan-Bissaka. Season 7 years.
Is he on a 7?
7 year he is.
Was it 15 million for Man
15
United?
million. I think that's
15
a good
million.
high, to be honest. Yeah.
I think
They
it's a
signed him
great
for
price.
50.
Pardon?
Man United signed him for 50
Yeah.
from Palace.
Yeah.
And then he's gone West Ham for 15.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And 7-year contract.
Hang on, I'm just going to...
Crazy.
Yeah. But, all right, let's go a stage further now. Give me your top 4. If forget Man City, let's just think that they're going to get through it, okay?
Yeah.
Who do you think your top 4 for the Champions League is going to be?
Oh, I think Arsenal win it, so they'll be first.
You really do think...
I think this is our year. We've come close twice now, and I think this year finally we're going to do it. I think we need to add a bit more depth. Still haven't got a striker, but I think last year it proved that we didn't really. We do need a striker, but I think we can do it without a striker. City have done it without a striker before, so I don't see why we can't.
Yeah.
Second, I'll say City. Third, Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then 4th spot's up for grabs. It could be between Spurs. It could be. Well, I don't think Chelsea will get there.
What about Newcastle or Man United?
Yeah, Newcastle. I mean. Depends really with them. There's last year they were poor, but I think now they're not in Europe, that'll benefit them. Whereas
that's right. If they're
on
not
the
in
other
Europe-
hand, with Villa, now they are in Europe, I think they'll struggle.
Yeah, because of the squads and obviously play. Because they're Newcastle's after the England centre half, aren't they? From the Palace.
Gay.
Yeah. For about
He'll be
50
quality.
million.
He'll be a good signing. He was really good at the Euros, wasn't he?
He was probably man of the match man of the tournament for England, wasn't he?
100%, yeah.
He was absolutely superb,
Put
wasn't
his
he?
body on the line, defending everything. He was class.
Is there any other club that you watch in the Premiership apart from Arsenal that you always look at for their results?
I don't really know results. I watch games when they're on. I just like watching football, anything really.
Yeah.
I don't like no other club in the Prem that I'd say. I like obviously Ipswich is quite local to me. So now they're there, I'll probably keep an eye on them. I'll obviously watch them against Liverpool on Saturday.
Yeah,
but if they lose,
boys.
I'm not too bothered if they lose, to be honest. The one that I just focus on is Arsenal, and that's their main one. Really.
So you really think that Arsenal got a great chance?
I think it's this year's got to be. Our
I'd
year.
love them to. Listen, I'm a little Man United fan, support them since I was 11.
Yeah.
Obviously now everyone knows I'm a Coventry fan, but it'd be nice for them to, to come second when it Man City and to get the Gooners in. They
Finally, we need it after the last 2 seasons. They come so close, like 2 seasons previously, leading all that way and then messed up at the end. And then last year, ran City all the way to the end, didn't we?
Yeah.
No one thought we'd cope with the running last year. We did, but obviously City were just one step ahead. And at the end, they're like a machine, aren't they? Just churning out wins.
And
you can't stop them.
And Arteta, I think he's a great little manager on the sideline, isn't he?
Quality. He's rebuilt our club.
Yeah,
completely. From the ground down, from everything. Even the pre-match like anthem that comes on the North London Forever song, he's built all that. The atmosphere's a lot better. Everyone at the club, you can feel it's more like a family, especially with the fans. They're all on board. Whereas when we had Wenger towards the end, everyone just wanted him to go. Obviously, he was amazing for us, but towards the end, it turned a bit sour. And then with Emery, it never really got off, did it?
No.
And then
Every football club, football manager, they have their time, whether they're good, bad, or different. It becomes a time. And Wenger was an absolute legend, wasn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
And he's always going to be there.
It does take time for, like, after you've had a manager that's been in for that long, to find someone else to replace him. Look at Man United, for example. You can still say they're still searching.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, they had Moyes, Van Gaal, never really happened, did it?
No.
And then they've got Ten Hag in now, who obviously they've offered the new contract to, and he's still in charge. So hopefully he does do a little bit better than he did last season.
I wasn't too sure whether he was going to go or stay, was he? But
no.
But they're all after these Ajax players, isn't he? Because
obviously signed all of his previous squad basically. Now they've got De Ligt. I think that's a great buy, to be fair. Though. I think he's a really good centre back.
Well, you say that, but I watched. It was the on BBC one. Roy Keane and all the boys. And they not. I can't think who it was, and they don't think he's that special.
No, they don't.
Well, I did. There was one guy, ex-football. I can't think who it was.
I saw a clip. Tim Sherwood said that Harry Maguire was better than De Ligt.
That's him.
Yeah,
that's the
Tim
one.
Sherwood,
I saw that.
Yeah.
Tim Sherwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said
they shouldn't be buying him. Harry Maguire's better.
No, that's the one.
But
Tim
I think
Sherwood.
the starting centre backs now will be Martinez and De Ligt. Full strength. That'll be the starting centre backs. That right back I haven't seen too much of than Mazraoui.
Yeah.
So I can't really judge him.
Where did he come from? Do you know?
He was from Bayern as well.
Oh, he's from Bayern.
But they were both previously at Ajax.
Yeah, that's right.
So he's just bringing the squad back together. Really, you've got Onana who was at Ajax.
Yeah.
He's a bit dodgy. I don't think that he's.
Luke Shaw's injured again from pre-season.
Yeah. They've got a good young left back that coming through the academy though.
Yeah.
I think his name's Harry Amas or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
If you watch out for him this season, if he gets a chance, he's very good.
But that Martinez, he's only small, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, for
He's like a
Argentina.
little ball though. He's like a little ball. Just
He is.
Run for anyone. He would.
Fantastic,
so, yeah.
isn't he?
He's good.
Absolutely
Great player.
superb.
He is.
Right, listen, that's been absolutely super. Thank you for coming on my show this morning. There's me and there's me, all right? So we're definitely going to go for Arsenal to win the league this year.
Yeah, 100%.
And this video will go on for the next 48 hours, and I'll send it straight over to you. Then if you can send it to all your pals back home in Newmarket, and they can see. And we're going to keep all the good-looking girls away. You know what I mean. We're going to get Simon's talking to that other gentleman. You know what I mean. That one that brought you into the world.
That one, yeah.
That one that brought you into the world. So thanks, Samuel.
No
We're going to go straight back to the big man.
Come on.
Do you know something? I'll tell you what now. He knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Of course he does. He's an Arsenal supporter.
He knows his stuff. I'll tell you, even all the other football clubs. We're just going through saying about who do we think is going to be top four. Now, let's just say Man City are not going to get dot points or what have you.
Yeah.
So, who's your top four for the Champions League?
Do you know what? I don't think it'll change much from last year. Whether it's Arsenal, City, Villa, Liverpool, Liverpool, Villa, Arsenal, City, I can't see it changing much.
But Samuel was saying about Villa now are in the Champions League.
Yeah.
They finished fourth.
But they was in Europe last year.
Europe last year, I know. So they could have their squad could be a bit depleted if they get injuries and what have you. But look at Newcastle.
But they're buying too many. They're buying too many players, Villa. Villa have got this thing going on with Chelsea, mate. They're another one who's going to be looked at in a minute, Villa.
Yeah.
Because them and Chelsea are doing things between them.
But Newcastle are not in any European Cup.
And what?
So, all right.
And what?
Well, basically, they're not going to get a lot of injuries, are they? Or are you saying the squad is not good enough to take them in the top four?
Not good enough.
As Samuel said, they're after that Gary from Palace for 50 million. The centre half.
They want 65.
65.
And they're not budging, and he doesn't want to go. He doesn't have to go.
No.
I see the chairman talking this morning.
Yeah.
The Palace chairman. He said, look, we don't have to sell.
Yeah.
But if you want him,
yeah,
you turn our heads.
Yeah.
You make us sit up and listen with an offer that we'll consider.
Right.
And so far they keep offering 50 million, and they want 65 minimum.
Okay.
Arsenal winning at 50 and got short, sharp shift. Get out.
Right. Let me just change the subject very, very quickly. All right. England manager. That's what I just want to discuss that for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Now, we all know that Lee Carsley, been there, done it, bought the T-shirt, under 21 boss. They've moved him up as interim manager for England now. Two questions. One question, is he going to stay and be the new manager? Because he's down to 11-10 favourite now. Or is Potter and Eddie Howe's moved that to 6-1 and Potter's about 9-2, isn't he? So what do you think?
Well, you know what it's going to be based on? It's going to be based on results.
Yeah.
So he's got them two...
In November?
Of that stupid competition, September.
September
is an international break. And in that stupid competition, what's it called? Europa... Conference. That Nations shit.
Nations, yeah.
Right? That
Is it?
Nations League. Nations League.
Yeah, thanks, Samuel.
Yeah, rubbish, right?
Yeah.
They got a couple of games in that, and I think it will all be based on his results.
Yeah.
But just say he loses all 3 games.
Yeah.
And they don't qualify, right? What then? They must have something in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Whether it be Pochettino, whether it be Graham Potter, who knows?
Yeah.
Right? We've spoke about this before.
Yeah.
And now I'm not being racist or whatever you want to call it, prejudice. I do not want an RG or a German managing my national club. No, I don't.
No, for sure.
So for me, all that talk about Klopp and Pochettino, that can just jog on.
Samuel, what's your view on that? Are you happy with Carsey if he stays? Because the thing is with Southgate, it was his way. He put his team out to play against the opposition. Carsey's a bit different. He's a bit more of an attacking option, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got to prove himself.
Yeah.
Once if he proves himself and we play the right football, then I don't see why not, really.
Exactly. If he can stop that defensive lark, the waistcoat Wally was doing, right, and making substitutions at the right time,
Waistcoat.
right, then Carsey will keep
You're funny
the job.
sometimes, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Carsey will keep the job.
Yeah,
and if he does get the results, he deserves to keep the job.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Yeah. I quite like him, actually, I think.
Only because he played for Coventry.
Oh, did he? I can't remember that.
Exactly. That's why.
Good midfielder for Coventry. Oh dear, he's super. Right, listen. Before we go, anything else you want to say, or you want to bring up?
I want to talk about these relegation odds.
Okay, go on. Then.
Because I think I'm not a gambler anymore, but we've been talking all season football today, gambling and whatever. But if you're a gambling person, I'd like people to give their views on this. Later on, give Webby a tap up, a shout back.
When you're on catch up.
When you're on catch up later on, give us a shout back and tell me what you think about this. Manchester City are 8-1 to be relegated.
Yeah.
And Arsenal and Liverpool are 2,000 to 1.
Gotcha.
Right, so it's obviously about these charges that are coming into fruition now, right?
Yeah.
But is it fake to make people think they're going to get the charges dealt with?
Yeah.
Or is it real? Does it warrant it? Does it warrant them being 8-1 to be relegated? Is it another scam by the bookmakers? Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'd like people to message you and
Yeah,
tell what they think.
That's good, Chef. There's only one winner in the end of the day.
That's Arsenal when they win the league this year.
Is he dreaming? Is he dreaming, Sam? Right there.
Someone wake me up.
No,
Wake me up.
No, Sam's very confident. He's confident that they're going to win. They're going to win it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Listen, I'm biased. I just want the best team to win it, and if you're going to win it, don't win it one last day of the season. You know, win it before. But who knows what's going to happen?
It's going to be whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very exciting season.
Yeah.
Really, really exciting. And I'll tell you what else. I just want to say this before we go.
Yes, mate.
I watched the Championship on Saturday. You know I did, right?
Yeah, of course.
Right. I watched 3 or 4 games of it, right?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that league ain't going to pull no punches this year.
No.
That league is going to be brilliant.
It's going to be good. Yeah.
It's going to be really good. I'm telling you, I'll watch that Leeds Portsmouth game first.
Yeah.
Honestly, the spirit, the fighting spirit in them 2 clubs to keep going till the end. And Pompey could have won it with a penalty right at the end if the ref had given it.
Yeah,
I think the referee structure needs to be looked at in that league, that's all. I think the referees are poor in that league.
It's very open, that league, isn't it? When you've got Burnley beating Luton 4-1 at their place.
Very open.
And again, you know, I'll bring my boys Coventry. We got lost to Stoke City and we were poor. I think he set it all up all wrong. But I still think that sorry about that, Samuel. I still think that we're going to be there or thereabouts, Coventry.
I hope so for your sake.
After beating Bristol City last
I hope so for your sake, but I tell you who's going to have the there you know, because they're shocking.
Yeah.
2-1 favourites, Birmingham, to win that League One.
Who's Dino? Never heard of him before.
Never heard of him. The geezer
is
that the other day.
Is a Helen's boss?
Yeah,
he took. All right, he took me up. Shut up.
Yeah.
Don't say enough. He took me up. All right.
But I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
They're shocking.
Yeah.
They beat Charlton last night in the cup.
Yeah.
But the other day, they were really, really
Well, the second
poor.
team in Division 1, they were 10-1, so they're 2-1 favourites. You know.
2-1 favourites.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right, listen. That's what it is. It is what it is. We're going to go now. Right, let's go to get rid of this boy. On my new phone, I can do this. Bosh! And we're coming straight back up to the main man. Well, listen. We've had a fantastic morning. We've been with the boys from Newmarket. And thank you, Samuel, for giving your views on Arsenal winning the league this year, the Premier League, and we'll have to see. Big shout out to my number 3, obviously Simon. Terry couldn't come on number 2 because he had some
bathroom and some of his waterworks.
He had somebody. He had his. He said, "Well, I can't come." He said, "Yeah, as you say, something with his waterworks gone." Oh, unbelievable! He is what he is, isn't he? Listen, he's a West Ham. He was born near West Ham, and he supports Liverpool. So there's your answer, isn't it?
Cockney Scouse.
Yes, Cockney Scouse. It tells you all, doesn't it? Well, listen, all I'm going to say now. Webby Sports Trainer in my little manor in sunny Tenerife. Subscribe for free, hit that like button, and again, if you like what you hear, you like what you see, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Send the comments. Take care everybody, have a good one.